Hey guys, this is a quick review of the Keurig K Duo Plus dual coffee maker, allowing you to brew a full pot of coffee or an individual serve utilizing K-cups or the equivalent. We took a look at two different units. We narrowed down our choices to two different units, this Keurig and the Cuisinart SS15. And I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the Keurig and a couple of reasons why this is our top choice and why we landed on this model. First of all, we chose these two models because both of them had reservoirs to hold water so that you don't have to fill the individual cup every single time you're making a cup of coffee. That was a high priority to us because we make lots of individual cups of coffee. And so that's how we narrowed down our choices to these two. They're both very readily available also, which was a pro for us. All right, the Keurig features a 63-ounce reservoir that's movable. It can be positioned on the left side, the right side, or the very back of the unit. And it is extremely easy to access. I'm going to show you that right now before I brew a cup of coffee and let you watch the process. It's a very easy in and out, super easy to take the top off if you want to add water in place. And also features a place for a water filter, which both of these options do, but wow, this one is far more easy to access than our experience with the Cuisinart. Also, once this machine is in place, once you decide where you want the water reservoir, it really never needs to move again, which is wonderful. It fits perfectly under the counter. You put your K-cup back in there, or you can brew your full carafe of coffee right up here. As you saw when I first started, the carafe fits nicely just in here. Although we typically store this away so that we can use a single cup, which we do all the time, every day of the week. When we need the carafe, we just pull that out and use it instead. I'm gonna go ahead, while I'm talking, I'm gonna turn on this machine. It does have an auto off feature, which I wasn't sure I would like at all, but it turns out it's really fun. It warms up super quick. Drop in your pod. If you happen to live somewhere with high altitude, or if you've ever had a problem with your pods or read about difficulty with K-cups exploding or overflowing in the machine, it's just a good idea to pop that down. I hope you could hear that little pop. I just pressed it down into place, which pierces the K-cup and makes it far less likely that you'll have any issues. Push that down. Then here's how this operates. The power is now on. I can either select carafe or pod. I'm going to do pod because we're making an individual cup of coffee here. And then I can choose 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, or 12 ounce. And I can select whether I want it to be strong or regular brew. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just select an 8 ounce cup of coffee and then press K. And you're going to see how quickly this heats up and how neat of a process it is. There it goes, already brewing. It is almost instantaneous. It is a super fast brew, and if you will look, I'm not going to have a comparison going for you right now, but if you'll look, that's a very straight stream of coffee coming out, which is extremely different than the Cuisinart. The Cuisinart is a much messier brew and also has a much smaller drip tray. So the combination of that meant that every single time I had coffee splattering on my counter. This is almost done. The Keurig is almost done. And it's a pretty small cup of coffee for the tall mug that I've chosen, but I did want to make it quick and let you see the process in action. Crazy about this machine. It's got a very matte finish. It's not quite as simple to operate, and it's not quite as well lit on this machine as the Cuisinart is. The Cuisinart is very, very bright. Way too bright for me, but it might help you if that helps your visibility. Cuisinart also is slightly easier, just the actual brew process is slightly easier because you only press one button. However, filling the reservoir on the Cuisinart or filling the reservoir, it has two separate reservoirs. Filling the reservoir inside for the coffee pot itself means you have to move the machine, and that was a lot more of a pain than we anticipated. We are crazy about the Keurig, and it's become our go-to. There you go. Hope that helps. Have a great day.